Pokemon Home has now been out for only a few days, and there are a bunch of Pokemon on the radar to be banned. Magearna is on the list because of its access to Shift Gear, Calm Mind, and Stored Power, which when combined with its great typing and stats, has virtually no counters in the current metagame. Chien-Pao is finally back and on the list again due to its extremely high speed tier, high attack stat, and basically has unresisted coverage between its stab moves and Sacred Sword. Both Zamazenta Hero and Zamazenta Crowned have been released in OU, and with access to Iron Defense plus extremely high speed stats, these two are not only impossible to 1 KO, but also faster than 99% of the metagame. Sneasler also finds itself on the list due to its move Dire Claw, which has a 50% chance to sleep, paralyze, or poison the opponent, which makes for extremely uncompetitive and lucky situations. Ursaluna is another Hisuian form that finds itself on the radar due to its massively high attack stat and its massive bulk. It's currently the strongest Pokemon on Trick Room and has made the style one of the best in the current metagame. Even Urshifu Rapid Strike is added to this list because it might be broken due to the buff it gets from the new item Punching Gloves, which boosts its Surging Strike and allows it to avoid contact from stuff like Rocky Helmet or Zapdos Static. But that's just a taste of what we have going into this video, folks, so let's get into it. We got a long one, and let's see what's broken in the current metagame. Alright guys, so we can just get right into it. Let's talk about the Pokemon at hand, because there's actually quite a few Pokemon. So we got Magearna, Urshifu Rapid Strike, Chien-Pao, Ursaluna, Zamazenta, both forms, Sneasler, and even Volcarona, which I wasn't able to fit on the list. I'm not alone. I got CTC here because we do need an expert building opinion on the metagame and what's going on. I got the full Smogon thread here put up by the OU Council. Let me change the positioning a little bit so you guys can see. This is the full list of everything that's being, I guess, put on the radar and voted on. I think this is the most they've had.
We all know who the real OU Council is.
Yeah, it's right here. Yeah. So from my calculations,
it's right here,
from
myself,
it's
and
me
and my partner who is not on the council, but he's an advisor, aka Blunder.
That's me. That's me. I fund everything actually.
It's a one-man council.
It's a one-man council. Good on the dictator here for figuring things out. So, straight off the bat, our first impressions is that Magearna and Chien are probably going to get banned pretty overwhelmingly, is what I think.
Probability 99.999%.
That's what I'm saying, right? They need a 6 out of 10 to ban. I don't see how 5 people on the council could think both of those are...
So, speaking of Magearna, we were talking about what makes Magearna broken.
Yes.
What do you think makes Magearna broken?
Stored power plus screens. Stored power is a big one, but Draining Kiss is also really cheap, and Soul Heart. Mag as a Mon is extremely broken. I know people always want to find the one characteristic of Mag, but the ability is really evil, because you can't switch around it.
Yeah, you can't switch around and start second in the end game. That's why this is the king of the end game.
This is the king of end games.
Dude, this shit always comes out last, and... Dude, if you can remember how many times you've been swept by like one Magearna versus like
weakness policy, leftovers, berry, all Terra types work now. I've played Flying Terra, I've played Water Terra, Flying so you can set up on the ground types,
run down to the good
Water so you can beat Cinderace. Dude, it's a bitch.
Yep. Water's pretty good. Water also lets you get up multiple setups on Dirge. Because Shift Gear is broken because it gives you 3 stat boosts. 2 Shift Gears, Stored Power, 140 base. Now
140
it's a Stab Psychic.
Psychic, basically.
Stab Psychic.
Yep.
Yeah. So
the fact that Shift Gear boosts 3 stats, I remember when you were breaking that down to me, that Shift Gear is just too OP with Stored Power. And I get it, you just break everything. I was telling CTC the other day, guys, I was laddering, and it ended up being with both of our Magearnas setting up versus each other. And I was like, alright, let's see how this goes. The dude Terra Psychicked, and then his Stored Power did 70 to me, while mine didn't even do 45.
70.
And it was a goobing. It was finished.
Goob.
So Mag with Terra is out of this world. Like, as much as I would want to like find the one thing making it broken, I think there's like 5 things. I don't think any set besides this is broken though.
Yes, I've seen also Terra Fairy for the Draining Kiss Goob heal.
Yeah,
and
I've seen Iron Defense.
Psychic,
Iron Defense
like
too. You seen that one?
Yeah, Iron Defense is you know, the handicap set.
Very nasty work. And I mean, dude, screens in general is evil, and screens enable so much of this, which is why Light Clay is being discussed, guys, and we'll talk about that.
That's why I think, first of all, get the fuck out of the tier, Light Clay. All right, it's been deemed uncompetitive in a lot of the.
Yeah, if you guys, I know some people were probably confused as to why Light Clay is here on the list, but I think it's definitely a pretty creative solution to people thinking that hyper offense screens is overpowered. Light Clay has been banned multiple times in the past in generations, in lower tiers and shit like that. Just Google.
Someone in our chat, someone in the other chat said at some point, I don't know if current UU or like whatever UU has 33% fucking screens usage. 1/3 of the time you're facing
1/3 of the
screens.
time you're facing something that is
Nobody
uncompetitive,
wants to use
plays the
that.
exact same way every game, and you can lose that. Like, it's just
And
too
there is
uncompetitive.
There is precedent for this type of ban.
Yeah, this
Remember
has been
Gen 8?
banned in the past. Yeah.
Remember in Gen 8 when Ray Scarface went like 10-0 with the same stall team with Doug Trio, and dude, everybody on ladder, like 1/3 of the team was Doug,
Yeah,
Doug
so what CTC is
Yeah, so they
referencing,
got
guys,
the
is
fuck out of there.
long
They gotta
time
be
ago,
better.
like 5-6 years ago when Gen 7 had just come out. Doug Trio was legal, and
Yeah.
Doug Trio got the attack boost in Gen 7, and Doug Trio for some reason wasn't banned for like more than 6 months.
with the Groundium, with the
Groundium Z, with Scarf,
with
with
the
Sash.
Scarf.
Basically, if you guys played
Dude,
Gen
come
7
on.
when it came out, you remember that there was a stall team with Doug Trio and Toxapex. It was so overbearing, did the exact same thing, and it was purely uncompetitive. That
Dude,
team
also,
did
you
not
know
have a
what else?
hard learning curve or anything. I remember beating everybody with that team. No skill
Yeah,
and
and think
too
about it.
overbearing.
Yo, Pex by itself, okay, all right. Sableye by itself, okay. But once you trap the motherfucking Heatran, you know what I'm
You
saying?
trap
That's
their
the same
Pex,
thing-
you trap their Heatran, you trap
trap
their
their shit.
Hoopa, you trap their
over.
You're done. It's not fair
It's
at
over.
all. It's
Yeah,
uncompetitive.
that's the same case as Light Clay. By itself, it's like whatever.
but 8
once
turns.
you throw it on to motherfucking
Yeah,
a dog,
this-
Ursaluna, fucking,
So,
you know what I'm saying?
This team right here is a team that my boy Vert passed me. He got #1 on the ladder with it. It's basically just nasty screens with Dragapult, which is, you know, one of the fastest Pokemon in the metagame. Gets up the screens, and then it's just evil setup sweepers with good bulk, really, you know, difficult to beat Terra typings. Mag in general is just running this bitch ass set. You can't beat it. Screens, 8 turns is too much. I agree with you, because the other thing about screens is that you don't need to Terra your Mons ever when you have screens up. You can just sack them into whatever because you have a screen up. You're inherently just way ahead of your opponent in a lot of these
And
matchups.
screens and just like trapping to a lesser extent, it encourages linear gameplay and non-interactive gameplay.
Yeah.
It's like they can't even do shit.
They can't
Sometimes
fight
when
back, which is stupid.
Dude,
You can't
even
say
do shit.
oh, I have a fucking Terra Poison Tinglu on all my teams. That's not likely. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not trying to run Tinglu on my fucking shit. You
Yeah.
know?
So I understand definitely the argument for screens. I'm trying to think if I would want screens banned, but let's keep talking. So Mag, you think Mag needs to go? I think Mag needs to go.
I think Mag needs to go, but at the same time though, I can see the argument for Mag staying with some caveats like complex ban, because think about store power. We were just talking about store power. Some people wanted store power ban, and you were like, "Oh, that's ridiculous." It's like whatever.
It is ridiculous, though.
Store power also scales with body, just like Rage Fist. The same argument has been made. They're like, Rage Fist. Oh yeah, have you seen Primeape? Have you seen Primeape? Yes, we get it.
Everybody gets stored power
good-
though. You'll never be able to make that argument.
I know stored power needs a body. Okay. And the only stored power boosting mons that are broken, Espathra and Shift Gear Magearna, they boost speed.
Sure.
Alright. So I'm saying speed boosting and stored power, you know, could be a discussion. Because if we're doing Light Clay, you know.
But even then, you'll just see Calm Mind Iron Defense. Same thing.
Yeah, Calm Mind Iron Defense, but without store power, it's not breaking through any unaware guy. I have one Dirge and it's over.
Yeah.
I have one, and I'll force you to Terra. This is no opportunity cost.
But at that point, then you just need to take everything out. You might as well.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's the argument. But because defensively, Magearna checks so many things. It checks so many brokens. But it also is the noob mon destroyer. Like with Magearna in the tier,
Yeah.
you just can't use dog shit. Dog shit will get cooked by Magearna.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
to me, it's just this mon isn't like. It's just not really like fun. It doesn't really like promote anything good either. It doesn't promote anything good in the meta.
It does three things. One, eat hits and then volt switch. Oh wow, you fucking volt switched.
Congrats,
You know,
yeah. And this setup shit is just too over the top.
2 is just setup. Oh wow, you click the setup move.
It's really only the setup set, which like that I think is overbearing, but that set alone is just too much. And I don't think Magearna promotes anything positive in the metagame at all. It's just worse than Genesect.
I'd be happy if Magearna left. Also, I think Genesect should get tested.
Yeah, when it comes back.
Yeah.
So yeah, we predict Magearna to go.
100%.
Council basically just said that it has so many sets between Specs, Trick Room, Calm Mind, blah blah blah. But this generation,
also, Trick Room, yes.
Trick Room is a bitch with Ursa, but we'll get to Ursa later on. But yeah, next Chien. So Chien, we think is pretty nasty, pretty broken. I would say if I was able to vote right now, I would say 100% ban Chien-Pao.
I will give you the second most easiest click to click move in the history of OU. The second, besides Gen 8 Outrage, but even then, Gen 8 Draco. I mean, Gen 8 Draco, you get trapped. I mean, Gen 5 Draco, you get trapped. All right. And before that, Draco Gen 5 was the fucking lowest opportunity cost specs Draco to click in the history of Mon.
You know what else is an opportunity costless move? Clicking Scald in Gen 6.
Okay, Scald and Gen 6.
Because
that's a different discussion. That's a different discussion.
That's even better than this. It's even better than this.
We're talking about damage, all right? We're talking about damage.
Great analogy, which sucked. Chien-Pao is broken.
How the fuck are you comparing Skull to Specs Draco in Gen 5?
Skull's better, because you do 12.5 per turn. You Drake my Tyranitar for 40. Gone. Nice pursuit.
No, definitely not 40. 55.
Okay, anyways, let's make things up, but okay.
Anyways, the second one.
Yeah, but Chen Bandit is really the issue. I mean, you can run boots, you can run life orb, you can run whatever you want, but this one click machine, linear bullshit mon, only has to do one thing per game, which is this. It tears darks, and it crunches one guy and kills it. We were saying...
Now, they're up a sack. Otherwise, you go into Magearna, you take 33. Now chip.
And we were saying, what's it called? I remember when we were talking about the mons coming back, I was saying... nothing's changed, right? From all the mons coming back, it's not like anything introduced now stops Chen at all. Yeah. Even if Urshifu's back, Urshifu's not a switch into Chen. It switches in exactly one time, and then it's over.
Dude, Chen just outtrades everybody because it's too fast. First of all, it forces switches.
Too fast, yeah.
You can't beat this fast and this strong.
And like, this strong. Terra Dark beats everything. God forbid you end up terraing, watering your Urshifu to kill something else, because now you're getting one KO'd by Crunch.
Dude, the only thing comparable to this shit is, think about Dragon, what's his name? Dragapult, how fast that shit is. And if Dragapult got fucking whatever Chi use ability,
dude, it's like Dragapult speed with a Kartana attack. That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah,
this shit is God, dude.
So if Dragapult got Chi use ability, that would be the special version of this guy. So.
I'm telling you, this is really Cart plus Pult in one. The speed and the attack is just... And Chen's defenses aren't anything crazy, but it gets the job done. At least on the physical, defense side, 80-80. I U-turned this shit with my Ace Libero, and at 72 it lived, and I was like, what the fuck?
8.
Yeah, I was like, dude, what?
Also, God coverage between stabs.
Yeah, dark type moves and ice type moves have always been some of the best offensive coverage ever. Nothing's changed at all.
Despite the shit moves, low base power, whatever, Sacred Sword does a job. You know, a lot of the time you need to get through the boost.
Dude, Sacred Sword's so good right now. Other Chens, everyone loves Samurott. Shreds is going up in popularity. You go through Zama's Iron Defense. Sacred Sword's hella good. Of course, you hit Mag too.
Before, in the old meta, non-choice I think was the best. Either boots for attacks or whatever.
You think?
This meta, you needed more steroids. Like you just gotta get that damage in.
Yeah, I feel like SDing with my Chen. There's so much other shit I would rather SD with, like Urshifu or whatever. If I have Chen, let me just spam my attack. You know?
Yeah, if you SD, you're trying to sweep. Also, Chien-Pao usually wants to come in earlier.
Yeah.
Later game wants to SD.
I feel like I see a lot of players doing that with Chen. They like never bring that shit out when it's able to OHKO everything.
It's like, unless you're boots SD, then what the fuck are you doing?
Like, dude, people gotta understand that stuff like Zapdos is good, but it can also be a liability, because if they U-turn on your Zap into Chen, what do you do now? You're goobed.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, someone's dying on your team. It's the freest Sacred Sword of all time. Like,
and Icicle Crash, no contact.
Yeah. That's the big thing about. That's why Spinner. I played a guy with Spinner today, but that's a good call. Spinner, I would never touch right now, because if Zap comes in and pairs you, fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that. I'd rather miss.
I'd rather literally miss, because then I didn't get parried at least, and I'm gonna hit him the next turn or whatever.
Yeah, facts.
But yeah, Chen, I just can't see anything.
Chen gotta go. Chen is just too skillless. Like,
too fast, bro. This shit should have been Weavile speed instead of this 135 bullshit.
And the meta would change. Like, if the meta changes, you might run Sucker Punch. You might run SD Ice. You might run, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is just too strong and fast at the same time.
I would
too easy.
Oh yeah, so I bet the council is definitely gonna ban this. If I had any, like, this and Mag and Chen should be gone.
Yeah, like all the strong mons like Urshifu and shit, they have whatever speed, you know. All the fast mons are not that strong. You literally cannot be both. All right.
These two, they just break the game. The typing is perfect. Offensive coverage is perfect.
Magearna also breaks it because you can't be that fat and that strong at the same time. You can't do both.
And Terra has completely obliterated the defensive options too to this. It's extremely stupid. So yeah, I agree with that. All right, after these two, we got the big bad bear.
Oh,
John
I
Jones.
forgot to mention one thing.
Tell me.
These two are not Terra reliant, bro.
Oh, that's the big thing. You never look. All Chien does is click its stab moves. You only Terra when it's like it's time to win. That's when you Terra with Chien.
Or when when it's time to kill something.
Because if everything's at like 50 or 60, then yeah, click Terra and just end the game. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Because otherwise your crunch is still doing a
100%
chunk off of.
Dude, I feel like so much of the time Mag doesn't even want to Terra because it's got this god defensive typing.
God typing, dude.
You know?
That's why they're cheap.
That's why it's cheap as fuck. Yeah, you already resist everybody's moves.
Not Terra reliant is a huge thing. Yeah.
Very well said. Yeah. Damn.
Next Ursaluna, which is like tiers below.
Well, obviously Mag and Chien are the most broken guys. We predict those to get banned. I think they're voting on this. The council's voting like tomorrow or something. So we'll know very soon. But yeah, we predict these two to go. All right, Ursaluna. I think if Mag goes, this gets a lot more manageable because now Trick Room's one of Trick Room's best setters in Magearna.
No, not one of.
Sorry, its best setter, to be honest. Although, don't sleep on my boy.
Well, actually, no.
Uxie and Crest really be in that bitch.
The mental herb Crest is like 1A to the.
And I will say, the streets don't always use it, but Sash Hatterene, I be getting the goob off with Sash Hatterene. Rocks never go up. I packed that healing wish in the back. It's time. Hatterene is not bad at all.
He might be spin. He might be spin.
Who?
You.
Who spin?
He might be spitting.
Oh, I thought you said spin. I'm like, who's spinning? I'm spitting. All right.
I'm spinning.
Oh, you spinning back? Oh, my bad. But yeah, Fleur Cannon, Trick Room, Magearna with a jetpack. This is what we were seeing a lot of in combination with Ursaluna, guys. Basically, you just able to come in, you know, get your Trick Room up.
Now the Trick Room guys get such easy access to pivoting moves.
Yeah.
Fleur eject. Chilly reception.
Healing Chilly reception, Slow King. Yeah,
because before there was only healing wish and memento.
Yeah.
Blunder was like, yo, they could, like these guys can just switch out for no cost now. Because before
used to be down a turn. Yeah.
Before you gotta die. Now you're down one.
You literally have to die if you Trick Room with Hat on turn 1. You have nobody to switch to.
Magearna averages 2 Trick Rooms per game.
Easily 2 Trick Rooms per game.
So does Glow King.
Yeah,
we just need one of those two to get off 2. And then Crest will guarantee.
And then Crest is bringing back Ursaluna, and it's just, dude.
Yeah. if a team can guarantee 3 Trick Rooms get gotten off in one game,
and you still lose, if you get Trick Room off 3 times and you still lose, there's no more Pokemon for you. You need to find something new. You have to. You have to find help and find a new game. Ain't no possible way.
Yeah. And we got Ursaluna in this tier.
Yeah.
No way, unless you're facing 5 Protect.
Yeah, literally though. This is broken. So. Okay, so we got the Flame Orb Guts, we got its regular set, Headlong Rush, Facade, Crunch, SD, right? So,
yeah. On regular, I think you would run. I would even run EQ on regular. That's not a Trick Room, but on Trick Room, I'm going first. Fuck it. Headlong.
Yeah, true. So if you're not running Trick Room, then you can run Earthquake 100%. I agree.
Yeah.
And then, what do you run if you're out of Trick Room, bro? What do you run if you're out of Trick Room, bro? Do you run max speed? Because I've seen people running max speed.
Yeah, I ran max speed
and hitting 199.
That was my tailwind team. That was my tailwind team.
Oh, so you actually turned into a fast bitch then?
Yeah, but it's like whatever. I want the bulk. I probably just sag off to like 140.
Well, what would you? How would you invest the bulk, right? Because the HP is already so high that going max HP you don't get as much out of, right?
No. You would not go max HP.
You would go max SpDef. Right?
But a lot of times you're taking physical moves too. So this is
for sure. And Ursaluna, it's unkillable with a physical attack.
Fuck it, I would just put the rest, put a lot in HP, you know.
Yeah.
Like fuck it, its defenses are pretty decent, you know.
No, they're pretty fucking good. Like you can't kill this with a Specs Draco, which is always really frustrating when you're pivoting into your Ghost type and stuff like that. Make It Rain only does like 55, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I definitely like EQ, and then Terra normal, obviously. Because
I also theorized Lefty Guts. Couple weeks ago, we were using Lefty's Guts Heracross, and that shit got off the fucking.
Yeah, dude, especially because pussies are using like Dirge and stuff, because it takes on Sneasler and Zama. You bring that Ursula in on the Wisp, it's over.
And you're not losing HP?
Wait a minute. I just figured out the greatest cooking of all time. We have the Extendo Clip Rilla with the Lefty's Ursa. We catch the Wisp.
You catch the whiz. I have a team with that.
Oh yes, we're going to
yes.
We're healing
Dude,
and we're killing everything at the same time.
First of all, you're fucking flame. You're burned and you're fucking healing through.
Come on, bro.
Yo, and I'm def and I'm bulking up on your bitch ass.
Oh, and you're bulking up? Oh no!
Oh no, and I have drain punch. I should probably.
Dude, that's the thing. Between headlong and between EQ and facade, no unaware is able to handle this. Like, that doesn't exist. Ursa outside of Trick Room though, I'm not worried about. Like, it's strong, but I don't think it's broken at all. What do you think?
It could be. You know, if you get 2 turns right versus it,
yeah,
it's gone.
Because
if you misplay 1 turn, somebody's dead. So it's one of those.
If you get the turn wrong, which I have gotten wrong, and it's goobing, but if you get the turn right, then they can just be fucked. Like, if they EQ into your Landorus, for example, and then I EQ myself with my Landorus, I do 40, they stay into Facade, they only do 75 because I'm -1 to them, they take Helmet, etc.
Only 75.
But at the cost of their Luna.
Yeah.
So then it's like, well, that shit, I just had to switch 1 time. Similarly, Ghosts run all around this bitch, so you can just go to Gold or Pult on Facade. Obviously, you gotta get a prediction right, but... yeah, without Trick Room and this thing going first, I'm not as worried.
Yeah, because I think sources.
Max speed is really good though.
I think they're not running that much bulk. They're gonna be like fast Ursa, which look at that, 400 HP, 258 defense, 200 for def. It's really good. It's really good. But after 2 turns of orb chip, rocks, blah blah.
It naturally resisting rocks is good.
Yeah, it's gonna be at a reasonable 350 HP, 250 defense, 200. So it dies to 2 good solid hits, right? Because from full, this shit's not getting to a KO by anything short.
Most neutral moves are not if you turn into a normal type with Ursa, Chien will not 2-hit KO you without a band and shit like that, without Sacred Sword. Yeah, without Sacred Sword. But yeah, it's just like this shit is I wouldn't be surprised if this naturally lives like a Sneasler CC and shit like that with just max HP. Yeah. Because this thing is dirty. You also don't have to Terra always. Obviously, Facade Terra normal is like what you usually want to do on Trick Room.
Only versus Fat.
Only versus Fat when you really got to Oko. But Ursa's definitely made Trick Room the best.
You can also Terra when they send some shit in to revenge you.
Yeah. True.
And if you live in trade, that's a good Terra.
Yeah, because we had that actually in a battle earlier today. I brought in my choice banded Tauros water on his 40% Ursa. I Terra water because I didn't even think choice banded Aqua Jet was gonna kill Ursa at 40. I Terra water to guarantee it with my band. He Terra normals. I did 25% with Aqua Jet, and obviously I got blown up by a Facade. Ursa's way too bulky on the physical side, bro.
Yeah. The
crazy part is I had to Terra too. Otherwise, he would have lived if he'd, stayed
I really like this thing in the tier, just keeping the fucking nastiest Pex Corv in check. This is the Pex Corv Muncher.
Yeah, it's manageable for sure. Like, the most heinous situation you would end up with if you're against a Ursaluna is that they have the best Wish Pass core of all time, and they keep hazards off. But that's not what's going to happen. In a regular game, you're going to get your rocks up, the Flame Orb's going to be doing its job. Yeah, Ursa might get 1 to 1.5 if they play well, but you'll be able to handle it. You know what I mean?
But it actually depends on team structures too. Some teams just get completely cooked by Ursa.
Yeah, that's true. If you make some slow bullshit that has no sturdy switch-ins, you might get fucked.
Let me like max speed Tusk and ground resist Enamorous.
Yeah,
if that's your build, and then you have a regular other 4-5 mons,
that's actually very true. That's actually very true because
maybe one of them is Pult, as your ghost 1-time switch in. If you get 1 turn wrong, 1 guy dies.
Yeah, let's look at this Scarflanders. Look at the Scarflanders T team, for example, right? Like, dude, if the shit gets to turn rights, it's Jover. Like,
it's Jover.
It can kill every mon. It's true for most teams,
That's dude. It's because ground, normal, and dark is.
And Facade is not a fair move in general. Like,
literal perfect coverage.
Yeah. Like, I look at this team. This is the first one I uploaded with Samurott. Great structural, solid team. But
double ghost and a helmet and
a Landers. This is about as good as it fucking gets.
Yeah, this is about as good as you can get.
Yeah, but even great Tusk with max HP. If you don't have body press, you're getting 2-hit KO'd by Facade, and your EQ does 39. So.
Nathan.
Shit is crazy. Ursa though, once Mag and Shen go, we'll have a good look at it, but I'm not too pressed by it right now.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
let's move on to the next one. Let's talk about Zama. We'll talk about Shifu later. Let's rank them in terms of overbearingness. You say Zama's
Overbearing?
next?
Overbearingness, Zama for sure.
Which one?
I would
Normal or C?
Normal one, because I wouldn't even think Ursaluna would be the next one to talk about. But
Yeah, Zama's better than Ursa, you think?
Zama's immediately after Magearna.
Okay.
Because Ursaluna.
Wait, you think the Zamas are more broken than Pao?
No, they're behind Pao.
Okay,
or on par with Pao or whatever.
Oh, okay, heard you.
Like, Magearna's head and shoulders, and then there's there's Pao and the dogs.
Yeah, so Zama's speed, the everyone likes the non-crowned version because you can have lefties or whatever, which is the best item.
This invalidates like tons and tons of setup mods, like Bax SD.
Yeah,
invalidate. You can no longer run that.
Mm-hmm.
Like a bunch of physical mods just get invalidated.
Dude, it's nasty work.
Yeah, you're just gonna. This is what Corv did pre-home. You remember the cheese Corv?
Yeah. Iron defense. But this thing is just too fucking bulky. All the ghosts that you think you would switch into body press, lose because you get 2-hit KO'd by crunch and they can't Oko Zama at all.
Absolutely.
Zama C is even more difficult to kill because 140. But the lack of leftovers does end up hurting a lot. And the
leftovers means you cannot sub, which is Zamazenta Dog's biggest bad.
Yeah, the fact that Zama can sub is why it's fucking impossible to beat.
Once you sub and turn, if you sub and turn the appropriate typing,
snowballs so fast.
Dude, you can't. Your sub can't be broken. You can't get sludge bomb fished.
You get put in some of the worst positioning ever at that point.
Exactly. You can't get toxic.
Yeah. Zama C is difficult because it's like you run iron defense, you run body press. The fact that your steal means you want to run behemoth or whatever, but then you're stuck running rest last move, and that's like you
run it with wish support. That's the only
or you run it with wish support.
Terrain. Wish or grassy terrain.
I was running Dragon at 42's team, and this was the set. He had 3 attack with wish support, and I mean Zama, it just does its job, right? It's just meant to sponge. You know, it's strong enough, it's bulky enough. But yeah, you definitely do feel the lack of leftovers a lot. But 120 attack, no invest is still strong. Like, as long as the moves are high powered, that's what matters. And Behemoth is a strong move.
Zama, I think Dog is better as a win con and better on balanced teams because with lefties you stick around.
Yeah, what do you put Zama C on? Offense? Like, what does Zama C belong on?
Zama C is good on offense. I would think it's a good amount of offense because it's supposed to come in like once.
That steel typing is pretty nasty too. I like it for that one timing.
One time, and you could switch into what's his name, Magearna, and start bashing.
Yeah, that's true. You can come in on Maggot at least and feel it out.
Enamorous week, you go from Enamorous week and a Magearna week to at least
having a move for them. Yeah,
exactly. That's the benefit. It's more offensive. It's like a let me do more things now, but I have less versatility. You know what I'm saying? Zamazenta, depending on the Terra, you beat a wide range. From Salt to Guy.
There's so many different Terras you can run on this shit too. I seen Dark Terra, I seen Fire Terra, I seen Fairy Terra. It's fucking bullshit.
Fire beats Wisp Holt. You know, they can't Wisp you. Yo, they can only Hex.
One big thing about Zama is also just, dude, the fucking speed. I know Chen's about to get banned, but being faster than Chen, being faster than Sneasler, regular Zama C has to take that CC.
That's true.
You know? It's gonna get
huge speed difference.
Huge speed difference.
138, 128. Come on now. We all
I don't know how I feel about these. I think they're like cheap.
Zamazenta Dog. It just all it does is
the same shit and it's like boring. I don't know,
dude. It's very boring. It comes in late game and it begs that the fucking Terra is correct.
Yeah.
And that's it. It doesn't do anything.
Again, this is not doing it's not making no interesting gameplay.
Dude, people run Bandit, but
Bandit is like interesting.
If the sub Iron Defense set didn't exist, then I would say.
What do you run last on Band? CC Ice Crunch.
I run Scyfangs for screens.
Oh, nasty call. I like that.
Yeah. And you hit Pex, which doesn't exist.
Whatever. Breaking screens is huge in today's cheese meta.
Yeah,
dude, Bandit is actually pretty fun in certain matchups because 138 speed is nasty. Yeah,
if you have hazards up, it's nasty.
Yeah, because you can't just go into your Tuscan off that fucking CC. It's gonna get smashed.
Smash, dude.
Smashed.
120 is actually pretty strong.
Yeah, it is strong. It's definitely strong enough with Terra Band. There's not a lot of good.
Especially with Terra, yeah.
Yeah, you just have to get some of the terms right, like between Crunch on gold, Ice Fang on fucking Landers T, but it's not that hard when your speed is so much faster and you scare out the mon in front of you quite easily.
Yeah, it's like sometimes you might wanna do what's his name? You might want to do the other dog, right?
C?
Yeah, no, H.
H, okay.
H. I mean C, that's what I meant.
Okay.
But H having that band, like, it makes it more versatile, you know?
Yeah, the fact that it can do different things is big.
Also, Choice Band is a good alternative as a super fast fighting type to what's his name, Sneasler, right? Because there's Band or Urshifu, but it doesn't hit the similar speed tier.
Also,
right?
Zama's defensive utility can like never be understated. Turning pure fight is, I mean, and having the pure fight typing in general isn't bad defensively, right?
Yeah, it's a great band because you're a chipper, but also you're a Gambit switching.
Yeah. You forever goob Gambit too.
Yeah,
Zama's a lot more overbearing than I would have expected, actually.
Yeah, it's like incredible for HO.
Yeah, I did not expect this mon to be as good as it was. I really thought that this shit was gonna be ass, but the speed is like so ridiculous.
Yeah, the speed is too ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like Iron Defense just.
I must apologize to Zamazenta. I was talking that hot shit. This shit is brazy.
Yeah, you know how you beat that Corv? Everything had Will-O-Wisp. Everything can status.
You can't status if you hit 400 speed. Yeah.
Yeah, if you hit 400 speed and sub, it's over. You can't do that shit.
Dude, this douche is also bulkier than Corv on all stats. It's just.
Yeah, so now we're forced to run a fucking bulky ghost type that beats Crunch somehow. You know what I'm saying?
I was using an Iron Defense Zama today and I lost to this guy with Sleep Powder, Quiver Dance, Terra Blast, Ghost, CC, Lilligant. Bro slept me 4 times in a row as I kept trying to Iron Defense, but it was too late. And then my Crunch did 13% and I lost.
You weren't in sub? You weren't subbed?
No. I wasn't a subset. I was Zama C or some
Zama
shit.
C.
I teared into a fire type thinking I was ready to win. No, sir. He got plus 6. He got plus 6. Yeah, he slept my bitch ass, and then I don't have to tell you what happened next.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Zama's not broken. Walled by Lilligant.
I'm dicks. No, but the Terra Ghost setup mon is pretty nasty against
Wait, which
Zama.
Lilligant? Oh, the fighting Lilligant.
The fighting one. Yeah, he turned Ghost.
The fighting one always beats you. You should never have stayed in.
I couldn't switch. I had no body.
Oh.
This shit was too scared. This shit was too brazy. Lilligant's a threat, man. I'm a big fan of that one.
But that's one cool interaction that.
Yeah, it forces a lot of Terra Ghost stuff.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah, it forces Terra Ghost.
Zama's whack.
Forcing Terras.
We'll see what happens once Mag and Chien get banned. You think they're gonna ban it?
I feel like quick ban Mag and Chien.
And then give a week at least for Zama or 2.
Dude, Zama Hero, get the fuck out of here. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either. It's kind of overbearing.
Dude, because I already thought the corpse set was pretty lame. It's like so cheap. But at least there's counterplay. But this shit has way less counterplay.
Especially on that fucking cheap ass screens team. We don't want this type of play style to flourish because it doesn't promote anything healthy for the game.
Not Nathan healthy. Nathan.
What's let me see what else I have with dog. Yeah. I mean, yeah, dog teams are all pretty formulaic for the most part. It's just a good shit you can throw on. It's a unique mon, but it might be too much for this bitch.
Dude, you know why you could throw it on anything? Because it's so generic. There's one set, dude. And what it does so well.
It's like good versus every team as long as you have Crunch and you're patient.
Yeah, aka come in on fucking random fighting.
Dude, we haven't even seen Zama stall in full effect, but I feel like Zama on stall is crazy.
You think?
Well, I would think, right? The bro does everything, right?
Yeah, but no regen though.
Yeah, but you'd have Mola. You'd have Mola to wish to it. And now Blissey can heal him. Yeah,
you can rest.
That speed could be nice. You know, some random win con type shit in the back.
For sure. Yeah. And Paul needs that Gambit counter anyway.
Yeah, some different type of stall you can kind of work with. But yeah, we'll see with Zama. I did
with Zama, the C one though, not the dog one.
Yeah, C likes that steel typing for sure too.
Yeah, because this one, I don't think it can be knocked off. Maybe I'm wrong, but
C also goobs Paul because 140 Spadef doesn't give a fuck about Hex.
No fucks. Yeah. 0.
Zama C can come in on Paul all day and just sit there, rest up, be a bitch. Doesn't matter.
If you rest, Hex still doing still nothing.
Well, I guess it depends on what your EV spread would be, but fucking 140 Spec D is crazy.
You said what?
140 Spec D is crazy.
Yeah, 140 is type crazy.
I guess you'd have to be invested. All right, let's see.
You know what I want want them to do is ideally ban Magearna, ban Chen, ban Hero, and then suspect Crown.
Crown. Okay. You think Zama's on the same point as Mag and Chen? I think Mag is a 10 out of 10. I think Chen is a 9.5, and I think Zama's like an 8.5.
Zama's in the same place as Light Clay, just not broken, but just uncompetitive.
Pussy. Yeah, it's just pussy. Agreed.
And too low opportunity cost. Like,
yeah,
you can build a style around this shit, and it's the same. Play every game.
Clay.
Same shit every game.
Yeah, I don't know about what I think about Clay currently. It's not like Light Clay promotes anything positive, but once Mag goes and shit, and if Zama goes, then two of the best screen abusers have left. Which we go both then, but then we just go back to what was already good before with screens, which is like Volk.
Hatterene will take the other guys.
Yeah, Hatterene, stored power, our number one, will always be good.
Yeah. Ursaluna might be on screen. Sneasler can be on screen.
Ursa on screens is a bitch. Can't kill it with nothing. You need Surging Strikes banded.
Yeah.
Otherwise, get fucked. You know.
Oh, speaking of Surging Strikes, that guy can be on
that
screens.
guy. Let's talk about that guy next.
I put it on screens, and
I think this guy's better than Sneasler. Or do you think Sneasler's better than this guy?
They're on par. But I think Urshifu's better. I think Urshifu's
way scarier when it hits
Definitely
that.
Not way better. Definitely not way better. Because one game after fucking Scarf Direclaw.
After Scarf Direclaw did that shit to our Pult in the Joey vid.
Beat? 2 mons are supposed to beat this shit.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Pult and a Zamazenta hero. Yeah. Like, how's that possible? We're both meant to beat you.
In an ideal world, they could just ban the move, because I wouldn't want them to ban this Pokemon. It's pretty dope. Well, first off, I doubt it's getting banned in the first round. I think Finchinator said he's gonna vote to ban it, but I don't think out of 10 people that they would ban. No, not the move. That's not up for discussion. The mon itself, though. I wouldn't think Sneasler would get banned, because I don't even think it's...
No, it's not.
You gotta see how this thing moves in a metagame without the others. Maybe it's broken, though, if the others all leave.
It's not. It's definitely not broken. It's just very, very annoying because that
move is low opportunity cost.
Very uncompetitive. I want that move gone.
That move is so fucking stupid.
What the fuck is random sleep? Nothing like that has ever happened.
The fact that the Pult got slept from a Scarf, like the fact that he stayed in, and the only way he could win is to sleep us or full para and get it.
He slept us, and then we're forced to switch, and he parried the goddamn dog.
And it was, dude, it was out of this world.
I poisoned the goddamn dog.
Poisoned the goddamn dog, yeah. And it was like, dude, how is this real? He got the 2 best things he could have asked for in a row.
Yeah.
The move is obviously broken. Direclaw, you're right.
Broken.
But if they refuse to suspect that, then I guess it would just end up being Sneasler. Regardless,
this is what they get for putting RPG game moves in fucking Pokemon competitive.
Yes. So Sneasler, I've only felt that the SD Terrafly set with screens has been the biggest nuisance. SD Terrafly for sure, because Acro's a dope move. I played Bandit earlier today. That shit was not a threat at all. I really wasn't worried.
Shit kind of sucks.
Because you can move around poison and fighting move pretty easily. Yeah, in theory, if you're fucking playing badly and your opponent is able to bring in Sneasler and get 20 Dire Claws off, that's because you probably played bad and let it come in every single time.
Yeah, or you didn't have a gold or a...
Dude, there's so many things you can run. 1 gold, 1 Terra Garg. Landorus is amazing. Yeah, Terra. Any Terra on the fucking Garg is pretty solid.
Yeah, any Terra Bud Fairy would beat him.
No, Terra Fairy gets Dire Clawed.
I know, any Terra Bud Fairy.
Okay. Terra Water is pretty sized. I like that one a lot because you also beat Urshifu. Garg is really good right now. I've been enjoying it. What other Sneasler? I like Scarf Sneasler. I think that's a pretty cool set. It runs at a nice low speed tier.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
I tried it yesterday. I killed some shit turn 1 because they just didn't expect it.
Yeah. 130 is nasty, dude. It should be 120. This doesn't look like a mon that has 130 attack, you know?
Right. 130 strong. This is our Urshifu strength.
Yeah, and he looks extremely pussy comparatively, so you definitely can't sleep. But yeah, SD is the most threatening set. Could be broken down the line, but right now, I hope it doesn't get banned.
I mean, Dire Claw is the one thing holding it.
I don't like that fake out shit, even though we used it. I don't like that. Yeah, I think that shit is ass. I also don't think protective pads is very good, with the intention of just statusing everybody. But I don't know. Like in theory, it's good, right? Like I'm looking at my teams, and it's like, oh shit, that thing could Dire Claw and give everybody a big issue. But
I mean, it just doesn't do enough damage in the time that other mons.
What's the speed on Sneasler? 125 or 120?
120.
Okay, so it's fast as fuck, but still gets outsped by Pult. I don't like that it's walled by Pult. I guess although the move can always status Pult, and Pult doesn't want any of the effects.
Pult doesn't want to switch in. Yeah, Pult doesn't want to switch in.
Played Bandit today. That one was pretty strong. Couldn't kill my Basket Legion though.
I mean, the coverage is great. The ability's great. Ability in combination with those moves, Dire Claw, blah blah. If Dire Claw gets banned, it's gonna just run Poison Jab and still have 99% chance to poison you.
Dire Claw, close combat, acrobatics.
Poison Jab, 30%.
But I wouldn't be worried about this shit ever if there was no Dire Claw. You can give the shit Gunk Shot. Like, I'm still not worried.
Yeah, only Dire Claw because it's so cheap, dude. It's so cheap.
Because in theory, still gold. Gold, Corv, they all can take a hit, but
yeah, if you take away Dire Claw, this shit is not even in Urshifu's fucking league.
Yeah, this thing gets devolved into Terrain Sweeper Cheese only.
Yeah, it's like Halucha's big bro.
Yeah. Because why would you want to spam Gunk Shot and CC?
Yeah,
the whole point of this shit as a bander is that Dire Claw is whack, and there's no sturdy switch.
See, that's why I don't like using Sneasler. That shit is just like, I'm just fishing.
Yeah, when I was using Sneasler, I was like, okay, well, I brought this guy in now. What am I supposed to do with this? Like, I guess I'm supposed to fish. I go for it twice, I get no fish, and I was like, wow, I wish I just double switched and did something else,
That's exactly what you're supposed to feel as a conscientious player.
Yes, as a very, dignified professional battler, true.
Yes, exactly.
Well.
You passed the test.
Thank you, sir. Sneasler, we'll see what happens to you. Predicting it to be a very close vote on this one. I think it's staying though.
Yeah, I think it's staying too. But if it stays, prepare for some fucking rage-inducing tournament games. Because if I get gooed by that shit, I'm fucking.
Dude, why isn't Gliscor back? Gliscor would have made this bullshit its son.
That's true. Until Terra Ice to the dick.
Terra Ice to the dick. Terra Ice is extremely bad.
Yeah. Still want my gold.
Bringing my gold in for the 400% minimum, make it rain incoming.
And I think Gliscor's not even broken. Because, too many things hit too hard.
Score's only broken in my hands. For the general population player, it should be, easily manageable in their hands. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you know how it goes. Alright, so Sneasler, we gave our opinion on that. Yeah, I came around to Sneasler. At first, I was like, this shit is whatever. But then after Pult lost, that was a changing day for me, honestly.
All right. Oh wait. So let's rank the ones so far, 1 to 5.
Oh, we didn't talk about Shifu. We didn't talk about Shifu.
5 being for sure banned. Oh yeah, for sure.
Let's talk about Shifu.
Shifu is
very similar to Dog, in my opinion.
OU perennial powerhouse. That's what it is. Like, this mon is gonna be good forever.
Yeah, this can never be a bad Pokemon. It's impossible.
This is what they retcon and made what's his name? Keldeo to
be. They were like, okay, we'll just make another one that's better,
They're like,
stronger.
How the Keld fall off?
Yeah, then they made the physical one, which was really nice of them for all of us fight water lovers.
Yeah, exactly.
But this thing is absolutely disgusting. This is the best set.
Absolutely disgusting. The most fair stat spread you can ask for.
You never will run any stat spread on this that is not 252, 252. It does not exist. It does not exist.
Does not exist. Also, this guy's stat distribution is so fair. You can kill it with any special move.
Yeah, all special moves goob it. Like a Spec Shadow Ball does 80, for example.
Yeah, like a decently strong one. And it's not too fast.
Even 322 is so manageable.
They even gave it a little slap on the wrist versus the base 100s.
Yeah.
All right?
They didn't. Dude, even our favorite Hydreigon would outspeed by 2 points, blow this shit back.
Literally.
Yeah.
Also, just what they did with Genesect. Because imagine Genesect with 101.
Yeah, Genesect had what, 99? Yeah, 99. Crazy
99,
shit.
Big 99. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, this set right here, just very fucking cheap as fuck, dude.
Personally, I like Trailblaze over Aqua Jet, but I can see the appeal of Aqua
Trailblaze is shy stuff. What Terra do you use? Terra Steel?
On screens, I use Terra Steel. That allows me to usually be +4/+1.
Yeah, nice +4/+4. You're very skillful, sir.
+4/+1 is what I said, bitch. Or +4/+2.
Yeah, he wants one Surging Strike to do 45 min to Pult. He wants that shit going to hell.
No, exactly. Yeah. But that's exactly why that playstyle is so...
Punching Glove, if you guys don't know, this is Urshifu's new broken bullshit move. It makes it so that Surging Strikes gets a 1.1x boost, and then also no contact, so you can't get Helmet chipped, you can't get Rough Skin chipped, no Static Zapdos, all that shit goes out the window. And Urshifu basically gets the most easily spammable move ever. Strikes is already, in my opinion, like a very overpowered move. Now it's got a fucking boost to it. There's no good switching. Pexes don't Scald Burn anymore. They're mostly Assault Vest. Once Urshifu Swords dances, all the old counters go out the window, right? Pex, gone. Corv, gone. It's like, what do you do? I don't really...
There's a misconception. The freaking strikes... I mean, no. The pads, the punching gloves, only protects you when you're using strikes.
It only protects you when you're using strikes. Yes, it will not protect you when you use CC or Trailblaze. Aqua Jet, Ice Spinner. Yeah. Oh wait, you would run Ice Punch. You would run Ice Punch on gloves. Yeah. But this shit is nasty, bro. With SD, it's extremely easy to sweep with. I felt. Shifu always only really clicks its stab. That's why I like running Basket Legion, because it fucking walls Shifu. Yeah. Dude, it's a very difficult mon to deal with in current meta, I'd say.
Game? Motherfucker Terra Waters with band does 99 or some shit.
Dude, it's so strong, dude. Scarf having the ability to Terra is amazing as well, especially for the rain teams. Gives them a good fast and strong Pokemon.
Fast and strong. Also, what's his name being shit right now? Hex being absolute dog shit right now is huge. Also,
everyone's spamming Gloking as their defensive mon, and fucking it's +2 Urshifu sends that shit to hell.
Yeah, Gloking. It's because Gloking takes Pex and Amungus's bitch.
Yeah, and everybody's like, okay, let's use Treads and Landorus right now. Ass blasted by Shifu. Can't do shit about that guy.
Ass blast.
Yeah. Shifu also checks Chien right now, which is big.
Big, huge.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this mon's awesome. We'll see down the line if it ends up being broken. I think
it's extremely fair. I think,
you think it's fine?
Me personally, it's a one-trick pony, but it does the one trick fairly.
Dude, not being able to fairly burn it anymore is kind of nasty. I don't know.
What do you mean?
I think it's broken.
What do you mean you can't burn it anymore?
Like
they still have to run protective pads.
I know, but it's a different meta. I don't know how to explain it. It seems really hard to beat SD or Terra Water in general, looking through the teams and whatnot.
Yeah, but it's, dude, SD this guy versus SD Sneasler? Is there that big of a difference?
Let me think. I guess you're right.
The priorities are still gonna revenge.
Yeah, you're right, because even if I Terra Water Aqua Jet, we've seen firsthand that it doesn't kill Enamorus, it doesn't kill Chien. Like, it's strong, but it's still it's still only an Aqua Jet. It's still fucking weak. +2 CC won't kill Water Guard, so it'll be able to Salt Kiryu and stuff like that. Not the end of the world. You're right. You're right.
No, like Booster Moon is gonna come revenge you once that comes.
Val easily lives +2 and Okos you with Moonblast.
Any Scarfer is likely faster than you, except for a gold.
Yeah, Val actually kind of goobs this, because Specs Moonblast will Oko you, even if you're Terra Water, and +2 Aqua Jet's not doing shit. Probably does like 75.
Specs has been obsoleted by Gloking.
Yeah, true. You gotta run Specs, Knock, X Shadow Ball.
Mix now. I think Mix is the only viable.
Yeah, Mixed Belt is actually crazy. And once Chien is gone, it's Mixed Belt is gonna show itself as godly.
It's gonna be godly because
Landorus's are all Fizz Def too, and all Landorus's are full Fizz Def. Yeah.
Yeah. Gloking are Spadef out the ass, so knock off into shock, boo boo boo, or knock off into knockoff, boo 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 boo.
Ooh, knock off into shock is pretty shiest.
Yeah.
This will be a hard mon to beat, especially everybody want to run Treads too. We just CC and kill that thing now.
Easily, yeah.
Ooh, exactly. this is actually kind of nice.
Well, I'm telling you,
the belt Val is cool. I like that.
Because a lot of mons are gonna have weaknesses. Like they can't have everything, you know. Chien has everything. You can't have the speed and the attack. You can't be Urshifu and fucking Weavile. You know.
Yeah, you can't do it all. You can't do it all. That's what some of these guys are doing, which is why they gotta go.
Yeah, Sneasler, fair. You don't have the greatest breaking coverage. You're frail.
Sneasler, you gotta get a couple of things going and have some good fortune if you're going the other set. So it's not automatic win button.
Yeah. So this what separates the top three, the most brokens on the radar.
Yeah, opportunity cost and
exactly. No opportunity cost, bro. And they don't have to Terra. Sneasler,
there's no reason not to put Mag on your team right now, and there's also no reason not to really run screens in the current meta.
Yeah. But I see the argument for Urshifu being just pulling ahead of Sneasler also because typing once again.
That defensive typing is really swag.
Yeah, not Terra reliant, but can Terra defensively or offensively both ways. That's like the most
also strikes is one of the greatest moves in the history of moves ever. Yeah, like it's so low drawback, crits. This shit goes through Iron Defense cheese too, you know. Can't sleep, bro. This guy's fucking dope. I can see Rain or Urshifu being just so insane when they just turn water. Just blow up all the balanced teams. Looking at most of these teams we have here, right? Because Pult already can't switch into Rain Shifu. And if it's Scarf, yeah, I think it's Jover, dude. We need to get on that.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. So shout out to Shifu. We'll see where it goes, but for now it'll probably last.
Probably last.
Because they're too preoccupied with like the other fighting types that overshadow.
Yeah, somehow people think Dark Claw guy is better than Shifu.
Yeah,
So,
you know, now that you mention it, like they're basically neck and neck.
Yeah,
But I'm
they
more
are
scared. I'm more scared of Shifu usually because it's able to SD off of screens because the natural bulk.
I'm only scared of Shifu and not a Dark guy.
Yeah, because dude,
Like,
Shifu's
until
bulk
you
and shit
sleep
is
my
too
guy,
much. Yeah.
Until you actually put my guy to sleep, I ignore you. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
that's fair because I'm bringing Landers on every fucking team. This is the other thing.
Dude, I'm just gonna U-turn. Who cares? Just fucking poison me already. Get
Also,
it over
the
with.
dude dies to all priority moves. Sneasler.
Oh, yeah.
Shifu, on the other hand, is 100-100 or whatever. So 90, yeah, 100-100. So the defense is just too jacked.
Mad tanky.
But Shifu's defense is so stupid. I already know that it's gonna live +2 D-Knight stab E-speed with ease.
With ease.
With ease,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
It's like way tankier than Chen 2, which is also already.
dude, 100 is crazy, dude.
What's Chen? Like
Chen's
90?
80-80.
Dude, 80-80.
Yeah.
And Chen feels tanky.
Yeah, dude. You set up on so many guys with Shifu. Like, it's crazy. Like, if I bring my Shifu in on an ace, they're not running Wisp right now. I'm getting that +2 with super ease and sweeping your team. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't complain.
So,
Finally, after that, we have Volk, which I
Number
think
one-
some people...
number one Fishmon, aka Noob Slayer.
I think some people probably didn't expect to see Volk on here, but it's a fair option, I guess. I mean, Volk's always been a cheap mon that does the same thing. Terra reliant, but broken as fuck with Terra. There's so many.
Some of my highest climbs have been with Volk. This guy is just an ultimate no skill killer. That
Dude,
kills no skills.
How can it have so many Terras that are good? It's fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
I think the set that is on the #1 screens team is Fire, Water, Grass.
Yeah, Fire, Water, Grass.
Terra
is good
Blast,
cover.
Water, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Dirge for the occasional dirge
The
or
occasional
whatever.
dirge, and then obviously Water defensively allows you to beat other Volks, and just it's a good, thing to have. But yeah, I mean Volk is this is the same thing as we've been playing with for 6 months. It's fucking cheap, but I wasn't worried about Volk.
I don't think Volk
last
is
tier shift at
inherently
all.
broken. Yeah, I don't think it's inherently broken.
Like
but
before
it
home,
does-
I didn't give a fuck about Volk. I feel like. What do you think?
No, before home, some of my best teams were Volk teams.
Yeah, but I never felt like, oh my god, he has Volk. I hate this. Blah. Like I didn't think it was broken.
Yeah, because if you had a Bax or if you had like a
Garg.
Salt or a Pex, usually Pex plus Garg handles it. Or
Garg absolutely
Garg
forces
always
the Terra,
does it.
so you can always just go from there after.
Yeah, exactly. So you can't say like, oh, this is overbearing. Yes, a lot of structures lose to it, but a lot of teams just need one mon, and it's a variety of like a big range of mons. We already said Garg, Pex, Dirge.
Some mods
right?
bone this thing for the whole game unless it Terras, like Pex, Lu,
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
And like you could trade Terra. You could get a Terra
Yeah,
Fire guy.
yeah,
like Gambit,
yeah.
We just named
Yeah,
like
Terra Fire
mons from-
Gambit obliterated Volk in last
Yeah.
year's shift very quickly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we named like mons from 3 different playstyles: stall, balance, and offense that can check ball. So this is not overbearing for any single
Yeah,
style.
I'm a bit confused by why they actually added Volk to this list.
It's just good versus too many things, but it's not overbearing versus any single style. Like a well-built team should handle Volk.
My least favorite Volk to run into has always been Terra Grass, probably.
With Giga,
Yeah, because I'm a big Garg user.
yeah,
And Giga and Terra Grass is a bitch defensively to deal with.
Terra Grass gets cooked by Pex, which I have on every team, so I'm not worried. Also, I run AV Acid Spray on every team, so I don't give a fuck about Volk.
Well, Pex doesn't exist right now. But
I know,
also G King is in this bitch. So who is Volk?
No. Volk sets up on G King.
I just +2 Psyshock that ass. If I were gonna do that. Or I could trick you on Black Sludge.
Oh yeah, that always works actually. Picking up Black Sledge always works.
Yeah, between Trick, Thunderwave, and a possible nasty plot, G King is a pretty nasty check to Volk now.
Yeah, exactly. I think Volk is like still as good as ever, but it'll never reach the point where the shit is broken, you know?
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, because you can't run an item. You have to run boots, bro.
Yeah,
You
you
can't
do.
run an item.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might as well call it Volcarona Crown.
Volcarona Crown is funny. It always has
Yeah.
to be boots. Volcarona Crown is funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
So
let's.
one time you use like a Life Orb Volk, like
Mhm.
on the fucking terrain team, you realize, oh, what the fuck? This shit is strong. as
Yeah,
balls.
yeah. When you use a Volk without boots for the first time, you do some greedy shit like leftovers
like
or
left
Life
lead
Orb.
or fucking Life Orb, you're like,
Dude, I'll
this
never
is-
forget when I was in OST finals, whatever. The team I had a Life Orb QD Volk, and dude went into the Torn. What do you think happened? Life Orb 5 last gone.
0?
Boomed him. Boomed him. That's how
Why
it
did you
goes.
set up? Then? Why did you set up?
I did. That's +1. They're all AV. Remember? That's why I killed.
Oh, boom the AV. Oh,
Yeah.
boom.
Life Orb Volk is a nasty work. But yeah, Volk, I'm not too pressed about currently. We'll see what happens. It seems to just be a byproduct of the offense spam
Also,
going on.
One thing to add. Before home, I think my most used Volk, and aka my opinion, in my opinion, the best Volk in the meta was like bold, tanky, near max.
mhm.
Alright, but now it's shifted. I think offensive Volk is back on the menu.
Yeah, offensive is looking to be really
Because
nasty.
you want to sweep, because you're not trying to like tank.
Also,
too many
Volk's
hits.
typing in general beats so much of the new mons. Look at this shit.
So much.
It beats
Those
fucking
dogs-
Enamorous. It beats
Those
Lilligant.
dogs and Amber, yep.
Yeah, Mag gets obliterated.
Oh, Lilligant too. Yeah,
both
that's
dogs get cooked, as you said. Glow King can get set up onto +6 if it doesn't have the right setup anti moves.
Yeah.
Landers need
Surprisingly-
Stone Edge.
Surprisingly, Water Mag sets up on you unless you're Grass Giga. If you're Grass Giga, you still can. You
Yeah.
still can cook.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's
So-
let's rank these guys.
All right. Get like number 1 to
I guess
5.
let's just rank
Five
like how
five
much
being
they should be banned. Yeah.
Yeah.
One
5 is for sure banned.
5 for sure ban. 1 is like no, just don't ban it. They're pussy.
Okay.
All right, so
3
Mag
on the fence.
Mag
3
is a
on the
5.
fence.
Mag is a 5 to me. Yeah, 3 is on the fence.
Okay, 5 for sure
Mag.
on that.
Zo-
Mag is 5.
Dog.
Zamazenta,
Dog's
I
a
would
4
give
for
it-
me.
It's like 4.5, very close to 5.
4.5 might as well just be a 5 then. 4.5 to me sounds like there's no benefits to keeping it.
I mean, yeah, it would require too much conflict.
Yeah,
Just
4.5 to me
the
sounds like
subset.
the bad outweighs the good too heavily.
Bad outweighs the good, exactly, dude.
Then-
just the subset, sub iron defense, like nothing is broken about this mod, but the combination of this shit is just
Dude,
so
the
cheap.
speed, the speed is. Why are you 138? Like, why
Dude,
are you
It has
138?
too many stats, dude. This shit has
Yeah.
too many stats. It's
Yeah,
like
too
you
many
belong
se-
in Uber.
What is the BSC of this? 660?
Like, yeah, a million.
It's fucking yeah, literally a million.
Look at this shit. Look at his fucking stats, bro. What the fuck?
This is what I'm saying, bro. This is like 640, 660. It's something bullshit.
Some fucking bullshit.
okay.
660?
Next,
Yeah, stay
Shifu.
over.
Shifu, I give his ass a 3.5 at the moment, or a
Fuck
3.
no. For me, 2.
2.
Leaning
Okay.
towards no ban,
So
leaning
2
towards
means
no ban.
yeah. So 2 means he's not even worth a.
No. 3 is, I don't know, maybe ban, maybe no ban, but 2 is
2
like
means
I'm leaning
no, not yet. Okay.
Not yet. We
Okay.
just see. We
Okay.
just see.
Luna,
Luna's a 3 to me.
3 to 3.5 for me. I'd say 3.5 with the. Well, actually, no. After Mag goes, it's a 3. But right now in the current meta, it's a 4. That's how I feel.
Okay. Sure.
But Mag is gonna go. We know that for a fact. So.
Okay. Also, if Dog goes, this shit gets better, arguably. But it really depends.
Dude, it's tough for me to say. I would say 3.5 because the 1-for-1 ability of this mon is pretty fucking stupid.
You think it's a lot better than Urshifu?
I think it's marginally better. I think the
It's
difference.
slightly
I
worse
think
than
2
Dog?
versus 3.5 makes it seem like it's way better.
Okay, actually, no. You can't compare the scores. Scores is just how much they deserve to be banned, not how good they are. Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
I would
I
give
agree.
Ursa a 3.5
Yeah. Fair assessment. Like slightly more leaning towards ban.
because in the Trick Room meta, I would lean more towards ban.
Yeah. I think when Magearna goes, it's gonna be like fair. It's gonna be like a 2.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah, I think so too. That's why I
Yeah.
can't really talk about this mon. That's why I wish they would ban Mag and Chien separately and then.
And then everybody else.
Yeah, even if that's like only a couple days after. But I understand the wanting to fix the meta because the shit is fucking messed up right now.
I think Sneasler is a
I put a 2.5 to a 3.
yeah, like a 3 for me. Just Dire Claw is kind of. I need to see
the tournament implications of this, because this is some.
I need to see
cheesy
robbery.
shit.
I need to see robbery on a grand scale.
Literally, because they banned Swagger because motherfuckers was doing some Swagger bullshittery.
Swagger was
Right?
the worst thing that ever went unbanned in Pokemon. Swagger, Swagger took us back 1,000,000 years.
How the fuck is Dire Claw different from Swagger?
Dire Claw is extremely pussy.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Nah, 3 is very fair. I like your.
Yeah, I might change my attitude. I might go Dire Claw's bullshit
And go to like a 3-5 or a 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the way I see it, when I see a Sneasler, I'm not as scared as I am of a Ursa. Definitely not as scared as I am of a Zama. I'll put it at 3 to 3.5, same as the Ursa range.
Makes sense. I'm way more scared of dog because that's just cheese. And then Ursa in the middle somewhere. Yeah. And
I see a Sneasler, I'm about as scared as when I see a Urshifu, because my counters to the two are usually the same shit. I hope Zapdos paralyzes. That's usually my fucking counter.
Agreed. Even dude, unpopular opinion, I'm more scared of Volk than the 3 above him.
Really?
Yeah.
That shit still got you shit in your pants?
No, but it's a lot of my shit. I just don't want to fucking attack in the Volk. I like physical guys.
Oh,
I've been using shit like
facts.
the shit Hisuian. What's his name? The fucking bird.
Fuck it, we're running fucking AV Terra Normal facade on the Ursa. We're coming in and facading until we get burned, and then he's goobed.
Oh yeah, Ursa comes in on Volk all day. That's one.
If we run AV, if he's Terra Grass, he's gonna Okuya +1.
Oh yeah, actually that's true. It does not come in. I was wrong.
It's a difficult situation, dude. Volk's really annoying.
Volk is cheap, but I'll still say 2.
Yeah, right now
Volk
for sure, especially.
Volk has never reached 3 before the Shed Tail ban. The Shed Tail era, there's some builds with the fucking, it's like, oh dude, come the fuck on, man.
We got one more guy we gotta talk about. Zamazenta. I didn't put him in here.
Zamazenta is a 3 for me.
4 to me. Oh really?
What are you?
You think Zamazenta is the same as Sneasler? Fuck no. You think Zamazenta is as bad as Sneasler? I think it's just way scarier.
Maybe 3.5.
What do you think though? I'm
just as likely to get swept by +2 unburdened Sneasler as some fucking itemless no sub.
Dude, but at least you can kill Sneasler. You can't even kill this bitch.
Okay.
That's how I feel about this. I feel like Sneasler, yeah, it's scary, but even if it knocks out 2, I'm usually gonna have a prio or something that lives.
If I have a fucking Tex or anything, Amoonguss, anything, I just fucking go there and I start attacking you.
What does Amoonguss do to this?
Go to sleep, bitch.
Fuck you mean? I Iron Defense, I do 40, you spore me, you switch, I burn off a turn. Now what? Like,
what do you mean? I switched to Dragapult.
Dude, whatever.
One turn.
Jag's not doing shite to me. I burned off 1 turn. You came in. You went for whatever attack. It did nothing. And you flamed. It did 60 because I have 140 spec D, and I crunched for 60 back. Then I came back later to beat you, and there was nothing you could do about it.
Back later. You're 40%. You're
Doesn't matter. I'm a fucking Zamazenta, and I have wish support, bitch. So I brought it.
And you have wish support. My balls.
Okay, you made me see the light. Maybe this is a 3.
Yeah, exactly. This shit gets forced out once, you're goobed.
Dude, you're goobed. Especially in the Ceaseless Edge fucking Samurott always putting him up too is so damn annoying right now.
Also, everybody's gonna fucking paralyze you or fucking, Will-O-Wisp you. The 2 most common statuses.
Alright, we'll give this guy a 3. I think you're right. It's like on par with Sneasler.
All we need to see, because some builds might do some shite with this. And then we're gonna be like, oh, this is some cheese,
Looks like we have everything ranked. Oh wait, not Chen. Well, Chen's a 5 to me.
Chen's a 5.
Chen's a 5.
Or 4.5. Very close. Neck and neck.
Oh, this shit's like 4.95. Shit's cheap as fuck. Just give it 5.
It is cheap as fuck.
It doesn't do nothing good. And then Light Clay, I give that shit like a 2.
Light Clay, I give it a 4. I want Light Clay gone. Light Clay gone.
You don't? Or you do?
I want Light Clay gone.
Yeah, okay. I wouldn't care either if Light Clay got gone. It stops screens. But that's just my opinion.
But if Magearna, Dog, and Chien-Pao are gone, then maybe Light Clay is like whatever.
Yeah, true. Then it might just seem like, why did you ban Light Clay when the best abusers aren't even here anymore?
Yeah, then also, we can't just use Mr. Crocker plus some
bullshit. And even though Mr. Crocker plus Hatterene was literally broken. And,
literally.
And nobody cared.
No, not Hatterene. It was the other guy.
Florges.
No, Oricorio.
Oh, Oricorio. Bro talking about randoms. Hope y'all enjoyed. This video was pretty long. Maybe I'll post a live later today with a Namorous pretty late, but we'll see. Drop a big like, and we will catch you all soon. Peace.